There we go. That makes it sound good. Hello. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, but not that long. It's been like 3 months since my last video. It's not normal. I should really make more videos. No, I shouldn't. It's terrible. They're all bad, really. But that gets away from the point of this video. The point of this video is to just talk about the channel a little bit, you know? You're probably wondering where I've been. Why haven't I been uploading? And is there an afterlife? I don't have any concrete answers, except for the last one, but I'm not going to tell you. I realized that while making and editing the day in the life of Steven, that I'm not really cut out for that kind of genre of video. Like, I do enjoy making them, but they're a bit tiring, and they're not what I want to do, because they're kind of a mix between improv and actual script writing. Now, this video is kind of scripted and kind of not, but out of the way. Now, I either tend to go to one extreme or the other. For example, I'm writing two big things that I don't think we'll be releasing in a while, but they're existing, and they're really comprehensive, and they're really dense, and they're really convoluted in a way. But those videos my videos on the channel right now aren't that. They're kind of like a weird mix, because a lot of the videos I just kind of go through like I film one skit, I film one scene, and then I go, what's the next scene I could film? And that's just really tiring to do, and I don't want to do that really anymore. And yeah, so instead I decided to maybe go with a different genre of video style you're watching right now. Now, what is this genre of video? I don't really know. I kind of had the question of, well, what is the genre of video I want to do? And I don't really know. I mean, what is my thing? What even is a thing? Will anyone even like my thing? I don't know. I realized this while watching Beau Burnham's new special, Inside, which is excellent. Go watch that. And I was looking at the comments of one of his videos about the video about the rest are getting taken down. Fuck you, Netflix. Yeah. So I was looking at the comments, and it was a comment by Roomie, the YouTuber. I haven't watched much of his stuff, but I know a little bit about him. And he was saying about how when he watched the special, he felt this overwhelming emotion of, I will never do anything as good as Beau does. And that's not true. Well, not true. Not true at all. I mean, I'm sure Beau has had some of the same thoughts. And the thing is, you have the ability to make that. And Beau has a very specific genre. He's kind of perfected theater, music, and comedy, like in this weird amalgamation. And you can see that in his Netflix specials and in some of his old albums and stuff. They're really good. They're really, go watch Beau Burnham. He's really good. So I want to kind of just see what's natural for what I want to do. So what feels natural to me? Well, just sitting down, talking philosophy, topics, any topic really, except politics. I refuse to talk about politics. I don't want to get canceled. Not now, anyways. And I'm just gonna talk about that. Maybe tell some jokes. Obviously, that's just the base, of course. Obviously, maybe a bit of editing right there. It's gonna be just a one take. We'll try to keep it upbeat, and I'll try to dig deep into my mind and see what interesting topics we can do. Actually, I was writing the script for this video right here, and it ended. I'm looking at my screen. The script's on the screen. I was writing the script, and at this point, I realized I'm writing the script for a video where I complain about not writing a script. So everything from here on now will be unscripted. I want this stuff to be scripted. I just want this to be me, my thoughts, and just natural joke telling and stuff, because I feel like that's when I do the best. Now, not of course, I'm writing those two big things, and actually a third big thing, but I already finished that third big thing. Just needs to go into production, and actually getting it out. And you probably won't see that for a while. It's gonna take a while to do, but you got that to look forward to at least. These videos are much easier to make also, because all I gotta do is set up the camera, set up the microphone, get Audacity running on my laptop, do a little sync clap, and boom, we're set. And I just talk, and it's gonna be chill like that. What should we do in this first video? What is a good topic for this first video? I don't know. Probably at least write a topic down before I go on Audacity and start recording my voice. All sexy, like people like my voice for some reason. I don't know why. There's nothing special about it. I got a little pop filter, got a little snowball microphone. It's a really cheap microphone, I'm not gonna lie, but it has good quality, I guess. I know nothing about audio. I'm still very new to this whole YouTube thing, and I probably will be new forever, because the chances of people succeeding on YouTube are like incredibly low. I mean, again, going back to Bo Burnham, I'm on kind of like a binge of Bo Burnham. In one of his interview clips with Conan, he said,
"What is your advice? You must have a lot of young people that say, Bo, how do I get into the business? How do I accomplish what you've accomplished? What's your advice for young people?"
I'd say, well, you got to just take a deep breath and give up.
you will never achieve your dreams in life because the odds are so stacked against you, because so much of success is just luck, being in the right place at the right time. And that's just the situation. Like, if Alexander the Great wasn't the son of who he was, he wouldn't have been Alexander the Great. He might have been Alexander the smith worker, the Alexander the miner, and I'm sure he would have done. I'm sure he would have been the best miner in the whole world. The guy with the strongest arm. He mines. Oh, he mines. He mines. Oh, he mines. People will look at him, look at his arms, his chest, and he'd say, "Yeah, he mines. He definitely mines." He would lead the workers into the mine every day, and he would mine the best. But he wouldn't be Alexander the Great, because he was just lucky. He was just lucky like that. And because of that, he was in the right place at the right time, and he was the right person. He had the right personality matrices to make himself great, that he was great. And I'm not in a situation like that. I can go on. I mean, it's easier nowadays. It's much more easy nowadays. You can become much more, it's much more easy, more accessible to become successful. Still very luck-based nowadays because the internet, you can really get yourself out there. Look at stuff like PewDiePie. Look at all the famous YouTubers. They wouldn't be here. They wouldn't be famous without YouTube. Not all of them, of course. Talking to you late night shows, please get off of YouTube. I do like some of their stuff, though. When they interview people I like, it's very good. And when it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. We only have good commentary on this channel. Only good commentary. But sometimes, I think a problem with late night is that I used to complain about late night in politics, but then I realized, well, when it turned around this last election season, 2020 election, American election, I realized that they kind of make fun of both sides, so I'm alright with it. I mean, of course they have their biases, but I think it's alright. I mean, I'm never gonna watch late night. It's not really my thing. I like Conan, but I never really watched it that much. So that's pretty much it. Oh, remember one time Norm Macdonald was on Conan, and it was great. Dude, I love Norm Macdonald. It's such a weird, dry sense of humor. I think that's where I get a lot of my humor from. It's weird because, growing up, where do I get my humor? What do you get your characteristics from? I don't know. I imagine I got a lot of mine, because I used to watch a lot of British YouTubers. Official Nerd Cubed. Oh, he's fantastic. Well, I kind of stopped watching his stuff. I mean, he uploaded today. He's doing a little RTX Minecraft series recently. But I haven't really been watching his stuff. Back in the days, I used to watch every single one of his videos. Oh, man. I mean, some of you have probably watched some of his videos, his Surgeon Simulator 2013 videos. They're amazing. They're fantastic. And he's incredibly funny. And he's got incredible personality, and I love watching him. Though, you can't really relive the first time watching it. Again, his new stuff, I haven't watched much of it. I imagine it's still the same, but, I think that's just, I've watched so much of it that I've gotten bored of it in a way. Or maybe something's changed. I don't know. Maybe I'll dig deeper into that. Who knows? I know. I think I also get a little bit of my humor from just from how I grew up. So the reason I like telling jokes and stuff like that, people know me as like the joke guy and the guy who's super funny and stuff. Allegedly, whether I'm actually funny is up to debate. What's not up to debate? Fuck. Anyways, I kind of like came into the humor business back in 5th grade when I was playing baseball at the time, and I broke my nose playing baseball. It was pop fly. I was at a practice, and pop fly, I missed the pop fly, hit my nose, and I was wearing glasses at the time, and the glasses went in my nose, and they broke into a million pieces, and it was terrible, and it hurt a lot. It was so long ago. It was a while ago, and I was bedridden for like 4 weeks. I could barely move. They had to put acid up my nose to get rid of all the dried up snot in my nose that was building up, that was preventing me to breathe through my nose properly. That was horrible. Oh my god, it was horrifying. It's like my mom would go up like, "Oh, Steven, time for the acid up your nose." No, it wasn't pleasant. You know, I'm getting little flashbacks now and then, and it was pretty horrific. I won't lie to you. It turns out I was misdiagnosed. It turns out it wasn't just a broken nose. I had a hematoma, and my nose was gonna fall off if I didn't. Well, not fall off. I'm exaggerating a bit, but my nose was gonna fall off if I didn't get surgery. And it got considerably worse since I didn't do anything. I didn't like get treatment or anything until I went to the ENT, and he told me I was misdiagnosed. So that wasn't pleasant. I had to get stents up my nose, which was what the surgery was about. Surgery is weird. They basically, I've always wondered what it's like to go under anesthesia before that. And going under anesthesia is like, so you're counting down. They tell you to count down or count up to like 15 sheep. And I was like, okay, so count to 15 sheep. And they brought me to this thing. And I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4. And I got to 15. And then I got to 16, 17, stop. Okay, that's what going under anesthesia is like. You just stop. Alright? And nothing happens and you feel nothing. Alright? Then you wake up a bit later. And that's kind of weird. You know? Because like the anesthesia stops the member of the section of your brain that's responsible for memory making. So you can't create memories in that time, and you're practically like, oh my, you're out, man. And we don't really know how anesthesia really works, which is funny because we use it every day to knock people out and open people's ribcage and stuff. But it's crazy, you know. And maybe I feel like that's what it must have been like when you're younger. You know, when you're 1 or 2, you're not really creating memories. I don't remember a single thing when I was 1 or 2. Not a single thing. I don't remember what it was like. Because I was so young, I don't have memories of that. I don't remember like, concrete memories. And it really begs the question, is a baby conscious? Is it aware of its own existence? That's an interesting question. Because a baby will never has the capacity, the learning to actually do that. But if you give him some time, he will eventually learn that. So what makes the thing conscious? Well, it's aware of its own existence. Is the baby aware of its own existence? Is the baby aware of its own existence? Who knows? We don't know, because the babies can't talk. And babies are very similar to animals in that way. Because, you know, babies and animals, you know, they act on pure instinct. They learn what their mothers, what they learn from their environment and stuff. And if it wasn't for language and society and stuff, it'd be the same thing. So, are animals conscious? Who knows? I'm not saying whether one way or another. It could be that something wibbly magic souls make us conscious, but wouldn't that make every other animal also wibbly magic souls inside of them? It has to be consistent, you know? If there's anything I learned from... holy god, what the fuck? If there's anything I learned from our little segment of geology in our science class, when we learned with catastrophism, I was in biology and they're talking about geology for some fucking reason, but catastrophism is that things are consistent, alright? They will always be consistent, except when they aren't. Except when they aren't, like gravity and time. Those things are never consistent. Oh my god. But that's just that. And, you know, we might be committing genocide against conscious beings every day. And if it turns out we are, and we solve the question of consciousness, is anything going to change? Like, does anyone care? It's like, I can kind of brush it off. Like, if you told me that animals are conscious, probably still eat meat. I mean, it's just kind of natural. I mean, at what point is a plant conscious? Because if animals are conscious, what's stopping a plant from being conscious? Because, you know, some animals have really small brains. Like, really small brains. And some animals don't even have brains, like jellyfish. So, are they conscious? Who knows? I don't know. So, it really begs the question. No one knows. No one knows. And sometimes they seem like they have souls. Like, do dogs have souls? Or, like, I'm using the soul, like, as a metaphor for consciousness here, so just bear with me on that one. Yeah, I'm not religious or anything. Well, not particularly religious. I'm more of an agnostic myself. I don't really know what happened. And I could see, it goes into okay, so I was about to go into my writing thing a little bit, but I won't because it's spoilers, so I won't. But I believe that it could have all just happened naturally, and science was right, Big Bang Theory. But the origin of energy and the origin of matter is still something we cannot quite solve. And we don't know. We just don't know. So I think that maybe we're living in a simulation. Maybe there is a higher deity of sorts. Because someone has said that, why is gravity the certain values that it is? Who knows? There are just so many options. God, science, there's a reason, there is a reason why everything's set up here. We just don't know it. Oh my god, I hope my camera's in focus right now. I set it to 3 feet away from me, and I hope it's in focus. If it is in focus, fuck me. I should probably set it to autofocus next time I do this. But that's alright. It's alright. We'll just keep going. How far are we into this? I'm recording. Oh, we're about 16 minutes in? That's pretty good. What else? Well, I don't know. I don't really know. We live in a strange time. And I'm here in my house alone. The house is empty right now. Talking to you guys. Or talking to my camera. I'm not talking to anyone. I'm talking to my camera. Am I talking to you guys if I never upload this video? It could be. Who knows? It just begs the question of everything is kind of perspective-wise. What's your reference frame? I think a reference frame is a really good word change with perspective, Well, from your reference frame, murder is wrong. But from Jeffrey Dahmer's reference frame, murder is fucking epic, Oh my god, murder is epic. And that's what Twitter will take out of context from this video. Murder is epic. Women, no rights. The gays, no children. What else can I say that'll piss off the people who don't know what irony is? That's a weird thing. I kind of walk the fine line between, oh well, is that ironic or just what is smart irony and what is irony that you're pretending to be ironic? Because some irony, like normally, prepubescent teens that I am also a part of, so I'm not immune to this thing, will just say edgy shit for no reason, and if someone calls them out on it, they'll just say, well, it's ironic. And you can't really say anything to that. Like, well, it's ironic. We can't prove that they weren't being ironic or whatever, because you just don't know. You just don't know what's going on in their head. It's the thing. That's the thing. We'll never know anything for certain. Like nothing about people is for certain. You could think that you can read a person like a book, but you also might be wrong, and you'll never know. It's Schrodinger's cat problem. We'll never know anything for sure, ever. It is a state in superposition where, yeah, sure, they may be leaning towards that direction, and the probability is higher that they're leaning in that direction, but they also might not be. And that's the thing, we'll never know. I mean, sure, like, I am 99.999% sure that I don't die every night and a new conscious version of me pops up every morning, but I'm not completely sure, and that's the thing that we have to live with, I may die on my way to school when summer ends in a car crash. And I don't know. It's always a risk you take. Every day is a risk. And we live our lives like that. Life's full of risk, and people die all the time. The top leading cause of death for children is, I think, drug overdoses, nicotine or smoke. No, I think it's smoking lung cancer and stuff. And then car crashes. No, I think it's car crashes. I don't know. I remember reading something about that. Oh God, am I speaking too close to the microphone? I see the updings in Audacity. That's on my laptop right there. I don't have a microphone that I can just plug into the thing. God knows why. I'm gonna get a lavalier mic sometime, and then I'll actually be able to film these videos relatively easily. But until then, you never know. You never know. I should probably wrap this up soon. This video is getting a bit long. I don't think there's enough jokes in there, so who knows? I mean, if you ever meet someone who says they know everything. Hey, editing Steven here, and it was at this moment where my camera just stopped recording for some reason. I don't know quite why, but it just did. So just imagine there are some interesting visuals going on here, but there were never any interesting visuals to begin with, so you're not really missing out on much. Tell them to turn off their camera, or just leave the area. Go to the nearest gun store. Buy a revolver, 44 Magnum. It's a big bullet. Buy a pack of rounds. Hey, editing Steven here again. I just wanted to clarify in this section that don't do anything in this section. This is all just satire, all a joke. My lawyer is telling me to say these things to keep me out of jail. You only need one round but buy a whole pack, just not to look suspicious, you know? Hey, editing, Steven here again, and I just want to clarify here, put a little disclaimer here, that the audio you just heard is in no way indicative of any personality traits that the person who recorded the audio has, or any tendencies they possibly have. This is all just a character. I'm playing a character. That is all. They might get a little concerned. Go home, unload the pack of bullets, put one into the chamber. Hey, editing Steven here once again, and I just want to clarify that the audio you just heard is don't spin the cylinder, put the gun up to your temple. High school taught me nothing. And pull the trigger. I need to go call my lawyer back. He's not gonna be happy about this. And if you're still alive, then God clearly wanted you to live, or fate, or you just roll these celestial dice. Anyways, that'll be it for today. Make sure to like and subscribe. No, don't. I don't care. I mean, I've actually gained more subscribers during my period of non-posting than I did when I was posting, which I think is really weird. But who knows? Who knows? Anyways, if you're friends in my real life, I don't really know. Most of the people who watch these videos are just my friends from real life. The real life. Is this real life or is it a simulation? We don't know. That is a simple problem. We just don't know. Anyways, if you're a new viewer and you don't know me in real life, cool. I mean, like, leave a comment or something, man. That's crazy. You just stumbled upon my video, which I have like 33 subscribers at the time of recording, maybe less. I'm not sure, maybe 32. And it's incredible, you know, that you've come across this video. I mean, like, how are you guys finding these videos? I don't think they get recommended to people. I'll have to check my YouTube analytics. Maybe, like, people just searching them up, or maybe they're just sharing them with their friends. That's where most of my views come from. Again, sharing with friends. Kind of sad, really. You know, it's kind of like if I started a political campaign and all my family members voted for me, it'd be a bit sad. And if yeah, and that's it, and that's it, and that's it. Goodbye.
She asked me, son, when I grow old, will you buy me a house of gold? And when your father turns to stone, will you take care of me?